Hi, I'm Dirk Isles. I'm the CEO of International Steward. International Steward is a ministry based here in Grand Rapids, but about 99% of our ministry takes place in developing countries. Our kind of theme statement of who we are and why we are is that generosity changes everything. And what we mean by that is that if people in developing countries can take seriously the message of generosity, they can see their own lives transformed, they can transform their ministries, their church communities, their communities as a whole, and even as we look forward to some opportunities, maybe even be a part of changing a nation. And here's the story of a community that was transformed because they took to heart the message that generosity changes everything. Thank you.
In 2001, the ADF army overtook many regions of western Uganda, forcing over 80,000 survivors into the turmoil and destitution of refugee camps. As the war raged on, hope along with the moral fiber of the people faded. But there was one who chose to inspire through generosity and gracious giving, and this is his story.
My name is Hannington Bahemuka, but most people call me Bishop Hannington. The life in the camps was very bad because families would crowd in the shack houses, children would go without food for 1, 2, 3 days, water was not available, and death started resulting within a short time.
Kandi obwiro butwararaga njala tugiesala kwabagure mwaka gwa kumurwenda kienda na msanji bakabonabona ubulemu bakahoyoma bala kwenda skulu bakabalaga kitabo kibabura ndugi bakala kubonabona.
How can I, Lord? How can I help them out of this situation? While everything around him was disintegrating, war could not destroy Hannington's commitment to effective stewardship.
I had been taught that everything we have belongs to God. So even in this refugee camp, God has put abundant resources for his work. So I called upon the believers to start sharing what they have with the needy.
Bishop Hannington Bahemuka akutuleteraga bageni batwegesia kigambo kyokugaba.
In the camps, we started a campaign to provide blankets to the orphans, and it was the first time we saw the principles come to life.
Niwaga bali kurungi nkamumanya nangakanyamba tinaku.
After 2 miserable years in captivity, it was safe to return home to Bundibujo, only to find that all had been destroyed.
The houses had been torn down, the farms had nothing in them, churches had been demolished, schools were devastated, so we started from scratch.
The need seemed too great, leaving the people asking the all too common question, how can the people from the West help us? However, Hannington inspired his people to ask a different question.
I asked, how soon can my people rise to the challenge of funding not only their immediate needs, but their futures as well? I told the people at that time that God has given us everything we need to rebuild our community. And those of us who are mechanics, those of us who are business people, they can use their gifts and the trade that they have.
Nenku bisanja kantigie siona kolaki dumbi obutwagulia nyanya mtokwera ntobale kitokobara.
One by one, person by person, the idea caught on, and before they knew it, the town was being transformed.
We started giving out of what we have as stewards. We began to rebuild our churches, provided homes and schooling for the orphans, and the needs of the people were met.
Nkulala kanti novundi makantu kabi mukyalo engabani jaya atungo kutoka.
And this message can work in every situation, in every country, because surely generosity is transformational.
Out of the jungle of war and destruction, one pioneer leader, inspired by generosity, shared the vision with his community, and an entire town was rebuilt.